Hey, my lovely friends. Okay, today we are doing a pick a card for what message does your special person want you to know? We're gonna just look into the cards, see what they want to say, what they want you to know. Um, yeah, so I'm not really sure what's in here, but we're gonna go with it. So we have 3 piles for you today. We have this little angel for pile 1. We have this beautiful sun and moon for pile 2. And we have this cool little domino, but it's a little 3-leaf clover for pile 3. So just take a moment, look over your piles, and go with whatever one you're drawn to first. If you're drawn to more than one, then feel free to watch them both. You could have messages in both. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to subscribe. I am doing another free personal reading for my subscribers for the month of April. So just make sure you're subscribed and comment on my videos for entries. And I look forward to doing another one. I did the winner for last month, and it was really great. And so yeah, it's going to be something fun I kind of want to continue to do for a while as I feel guided. So we're still doing that. So again, make sure you're subscribed, and I will meet you at your pile. Hey, pile 1, you picked this fun little angel guy. He is missing an arm. I'm not sure if you guys realize that, but it's fine. We still rock it. Alright, what does your special person want you to know? If you skipped over the intro, make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to be doing another free personal reading giveaway this month. So for all my subscribers that comment on my videos, every comment gets an entry. So, and that even you can go back to old videos, watch and comment them for entries I'll be doing from the starting of April, so the dates for this month, doing the entries that way. So, okay, we have infinite abundance. It's a message from your person, letting go. We have completion. We have slowing down. We have the 5 of water, the King of air, we have the 2 of pentacles, we have breakthrough to new dimensions, we have Oregon's lair, we have healing, we have vibration, couldn't read that at first, and we have white eagle, ancestor spirit. So let's see, what message does your person want you to know? These are all in the shot, and I'm also going to pull some messages on what they want to say at the end of this. So I feel like this person has had a shift. They've been completing some cycles in their life, but it has caused them to slow down a bit. They've been letting go of some pain. But what do they want to tell you? I feel like they want to tell you they're sorry for how things happened, and then that they they turned their back on your love and they were focused on other things because they had a hard time letting go of something that happened. But it's really caused them to slow down and have this realization of how the pieces fit. If you guys are in a separation, I feel like they want to communicate with you, but they're still working through this emotion, but they're realizing it. They realize the abundance that you brought to their life. They're letting go of the things that no longer serve them. They're realizing that's what their missing piece was, but they are kind of slowing down to figure this all out. I feel like they've kind of put themselves almost in a hermit mode, and so they want you to know that really has nothing to do with you. They just need to figure some stuff out because they have some inner healing to do. But through doing that, they have breaking through to new dimensions. It says a new endeavor is on the horizon, innovative energies to burst forth into your consciousness. So I think they're just realizing a lot of things just for themselves and for growing. So they want you to know that they haven't forgotten about you. They're just trying to juggle all of this. They're working on figuring out how to raise their vibration, how to be like a more well-rounded person, and they're realizing some truths about life that is more than just like this 3D money kind of thing. They're realizing that their thoughts and their emotions affect their abundance in their life, so they're letting go of negativities, but they still have some healing to do. I feel like there's also some family healing that they're working on, some stuff that happened to them, like some childhood wounds. So I guess they want you to know, because, you know, I wasn't sure where this is going when I pulled all these cards. They just want you to know that this pullback really had nothing to do with you. They just had some, you know, or some things to work on with healing themselves, some things to figure out, but they still hold this Two of Cups energy for you. They're just trying to fix this past hurt, but they're still, again, they're learning to let go of some things that happened to them that are holding them back from loving you the way they're supposed to, is what I'm hearing. They feel like you've definitely brought a lot of abundance into their life and knowledge. I feel like you communicated some truths to them that maybe they weren't ready to hear, but they know that you're right. And all the things that you said to them, and all the things maybe you've explained to them, you know, tell them about meditation and raising your vibration, I feel like they might have scoffed at like this positivity stuff in the beginning, but they're starting to realize that you were right. Like, you knew all along, and they're seeing that the communication that you gave them was really on point, and that's going to lead them to a breakthrough. So whatever cycle that they're in that's keeping you apart or not, they're not closing out, they're figuring out all those pieces and how to complete that so they can move forward. But I feel like it is a slow energy. But it's nothing to do with you. It's just them figuring stuff out. They're learning how to juggle these new realizations and how to heal all this stuff so they can move into that higher vibration. I'm trying to see what else. I kind of feel like I need to get some more. I wasn't planning on doing this, but let's get some more tarot cards. Like, what's going on? What else? What do they need you to know? What does pile one's person need them to know? Ego. Okay, so a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So yeah, I feel like this person was really stuck in this energy, and some stuff that you told them really is resonating, even if I don't feel like they wanted to hear you at the beginning, but they're starting to let go of all those egotistical beliefs and realize that their thoughts do affect everything. Their emotions and how they view and their perception of life really affects their abundance. And so they're having a breakthrough there, but you help them, and also that it's divinely guided. But this person has this mask on, so they're learning to let go of their masks, and that they were holding themselves back all along. But I feel like you're the one who opened them up to this truth, and they're pretty thankful for that. Let's see what else. 9 of Earth. Joy in life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone. So yeah, I feel like they're working on themselves. They're really focused on getting this inner work done. They might not know exactly where to start, but they're definitely getting there. But yeah, they're healing some inner wounds. I think they're family-based wounds that caused them to make this almost like egotistical personality that they just didn't, like, they lost their connection with spirituality kind of thing. And you've helped them see the truth about a lot of that stuff. So let's see, what would your person say to you what do they want you to know? What else do they want you to know? This is a message from them to you. You know, they might not be able to say it or share this time, but what else do they want you to know? I've tried telling you the truth so many times, but I just can't for some reason. So yeah, they might not have been honest and open about some stuff that happened in their past. and it's really like shaped who they were, or they created all these walls to protect themselves from this past hurt. And so maybe that in doing that, they couldn't allow your love to come in because they had this wall. But when you build walls around your heart, you might think you're protecting yourself, but you're also holding that pain in. So they're learning to let those walls down and let that pain go so they can get more abundance and love into their life. So I feel like they just couldn't let you love them because they didn't love themselves. But they're learning that now. They're working on themselves. They're seeing the importance of that. It says, I'm bleeding, but you can't see my blood. So yeah, I don't think they are very honest about all their pains. Like, they may have always just been like, oh no, I'm great, I'm very confident. Just put on this persona, this egotistical persona, that everything was great, but inside they were very broken. And they just didn't want you to know enough. So I think maybe you could see through that, and that kind of scared them a bit. Oh, I had 2 pots on. It says, you are my muse. I find everything about you so pleasurable and irresistible. So yeah, they still, even though they're caught up in figuring things out for themselves and figuring out their past, they still think very highly of you. They're very drawn to you. You are their muse. They might be creative in some sort of endeavor, a musician, an artist, something like that, and they use you as an inspiration for that. Let's see what else would pile 1's person say? I can see eternity in your eyes. So yeah, they see your value. I mean, we have the 9 of Earth, Nine of Cups. Not only are they investing in them, but they also see that you're worth investing in. I just don't think that they were ready yet because they had to break down those ego walls that they are holding on to. Oh, these cards. I always got to shout my girl out, or our Divine Rose Guidance. Or, whoa, White Rose Guidance, Divine Love Message cards. Her channel is amazing. I'll link it below. If you don't follow her, please go check her out. If you came over from her channel, thank you for supporting me and coming over here and finding me here. I adore her, and I adore those cards very much. So, all right, now we are using the Mystic Moon Oracle that I got off of Etsy. She has a shop there. These are the Twin Flame Journey messages. You don't have to be a Twin Flame for these to apply. They are just some really good messages. So what does pile 1? What else? I'm reminded of you constantly. So you're definitely on their mind. They haven't stopped thinking about you. No other compares to you. So yeah, they definitely think very, very highly of you. Seeing you reminds me of things I know deep down that's not always easy to deal with. So those are some really sweet messages. So overall, I think this person just wants you to know that they're working on themselves. They still care about you a lot. They still are inspired by you. They see you as their muse, and they see eternity with you. They just have some stuff to heal. And that's up to you. Like, you can, just because they're dealing with stuff doesn't mean you have to wait around. You can hold space for them in your heart. You know, I never say, wait for this person. You are your own person. You can make your own choice on what to do with that. But yeah, so this person just overall wants you to know they're just working on things. That's what they're doing. If you're wondering what they're doing, they're working on themselves, and it's needed work. They needed to do this inner work so they could heal. So thank you, pile 1. If this resonated, please like, please comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be entered into my drawing for a free personal reading. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here. Hey, pile 2. You guys picked this super awesome sun and moon little chain that I love. So I'm bring that right back up here. All right, so we're going over what your person, like a message from your person, like what do they want you to know? What are they thinking? What's going on with them? I'm kind of assuming this is, you might be in separation, or they're just not being very open about what's going on their end, and you're kind of trying to figure that out. So this is kind of just what's going on with them and their energy. We're also going to pull some cards on what they would say to you if they could. And yeah, so let's get into the cards. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for everybody who's reached out to me about personal readings and all the donations that I've gotten to the channel. It's really, really helped me. I appreciate it so much. Like, I'm in awe of everyone's support. It's been really amazing. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I am building my channel, so just make sure you subscribe. It really, really helps me, and comment. I appreciate it so much. So, okay, so we have discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Postponement. Sorrow. Moment to moment. High Priestess. King of Fire. The Star. Help appears in various ways. Magical Map Shifter. Kind of like the Magician. Rejection. Positive-minded people. And Holy Spirit, expect miracles. So what does your person want you to know is going on with them? So definitely I feel like this person has had some pain, or maybe caused you pain. They're living a little moment to moment. They're trying not to get bogged down with those feelings. It's kind of stalled them. They're trying to get a new perspective on things, but they're learning some truths about their own journey, and they're learning that they don't really have to go where everybody else goes. They're like taking a path less chosen is kind of what I'm being guided to say. I think they're learning to trust their own inner magic. You know, he's got all these different things going on here, but he's blindfolded, so that when you can't see what you're doing, you know, if you do have gifts and stuff like that, like you don't always see things. You might hear things or have a knowing, but this person is learning to trust those things without needing to see it. So they're getting into this mode of, I will see it when I believe it kind of mode. I think that you have been the person that kind of made this shift happen within them. We have the High Priestess here. So, I mean, I feel like they're starting to listen to their own intention. They're learning some truths about this journey. Again, this might be a soulmate connection, twin flame type of strong connection. I think they're learning some truths. It might have scared them a little bit, caused them some fears because they had to realize some truths about things, but they're finally learning to trust their intuition. But I think they also see you as this person that is wise and has kind of helped like be a catalyst for them, because they're learning to move into what makes them passion, what lights them up. They're getting almost laser focused on what their journey and mission needs to be. Again, this one's called Discovering Truth, but I just see this guy like going on its own journey. So I feel like your person is really just getting focused on what their next, like, you have moment to moment, you know, like what their next move is, what next step do they want to take, because they're learning all these truths about themselves that kind of are like, woo, but, sorry, that shake, but it's really good. And so we have the Star here too, so that's about, you know, hopes and wishes and things like that. So I think they've been wishing for a lot of things, and maybe they also see you as like a wish come true, or they, you know, if you guys aren't together, they are still wishing things will change, but as they go through all this, and they know that you're like the end, like you're the X on the map, because we have this magical map shifter. And so what I'm being guided to say is like they see you as the destination. They just have to go through their journey, and it's going to look a little different than how they expected. And again, I think they're still dealing with some fears, trying to figure out where they want to go, and seeing things. So if they rejected you, I know they're feeling bad about it, or maybe they feel rejected by you. They definitely have some hard time with rejection, or they just have an overall fear of rejection in general. So sometimes people that are afraid to be rejected will push you away first. So rejection is a big underlying fear of theirs. But they're learning to process that. So we have help appears in various ways. There's so much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift that you forget to look for support systems that are with you continually. So yeah, I feel like maybe you've tried to help them and they rejected your help, and they're realizing the error of their ways, and that's caused them some sorrows, but they're starting to, again, they're starting to go on this journey. They're starting to realize the power that's within them. And I think you were the catalyst, and you sparked all that within them. So we have positive-minded people. So I think they're starting to shift their thoughts and realize how important positive mindset. Pile 1 was very similar to this kind of thing with shifting and positivity and stuff. So I think a lot of people that, you know, with everything going on, has had to take a halt, sorry, and postpone things and kind of just get really into like what they want to do. And so a lot of people are realizing a lot of truths and realizing that, you know, positivity and shifting your perspective and just your overall intentions are can really change your whole life. And again, they're still playing that out. Again, we have moment to moment, so it's like they're almost like tiptoeing on the edge of fear in a good time. They're not quite sure of their footing yet, but they're getting there because they still have some fears, and their fears of rejection. So if you guys are in separation, they're debating on how to come back to you, but they're still held back by rejection and fear. They're afraid of what you're going to say, afraid that you're not going to accept this change that they made, or that you won't really believe them. We also have Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So they're starting to see, you know, they might be having synchronicities, things like that going on. They're starting to realize that, you know, just how magical and how like almost like maybe they didn't believe in the law of attraction, and now they're starting to understand that whole truth and the truth of the universe that way. So yeah, I think they're just overall, your person's just like figuring things out. I don't see any forward movement either way, except for going on their own path or figuring out what that path looks like to them. So they're just having a lot of realizations, really letting that sink in. Let's pull some of these. What else is going on with Pile 2's person? What do they want them to know? New love. So I think that they want to come back to you. If you guys are in separation, they want to rekindle this love with you. And you like still stir these romantic feelings. I don't feel like they're looking for someone else. And also I feel like they've gotten some new love for themselves. If they had any like self-love or self-worth issues, they discovered a new love for themselves. Codependency. So I also feel like, you know, we had the sorrow here, so they're learning how to let go of those codependent tendencies. So if they like were jealous or things like that caused an issue, they're learning the error of their ways. Chemistry. They still have a lot of chemistry for you. They still have a lot of hope for this connection. If you guys are separate, if you guys are together, you know, they might be a little standoffish because they're just figuring out some stuff, and you just spark some new things in you, and they still have a hard time accepting help from others, but they're working on it. Let's see, what else would your person want to say? What would Pile 2's person want to say? I can see eternity in your eyes. Yeah, we had that card last time. So Pile 1 is very similar energy, so if you were kind of floating between the two, you might have some messages in there as well. I would just hurt you more right now. I need to be alone. So yeah, I think they're still figuring this out. They realize that they hurt you. Maybe they rejected you, so they're still just figuring this out. So if they're taking a little longer, again, I don't see any shift, like the movement we do have is very slow. So yeah, they're just figuring things out. I will do anything to bring you happiness. So they definitely still really care, and they want the best for you. I don't know if they're teeter-tottering between like maybe you know, you're better off without them. That's also what I'm hearing. So that also has held them back too. Because I have had sleepless nights caught between confusion and pain. So, yeah, they just, they're, again, that comes with the Sorrow card. It's very, like, 9 of Swords energy. They just are having anxiety about everything that has gone on, or what will happen if they try to come back. Like, would you forgive them, kind of thing. My love for you is without bound. So, again, they feel, you know, I don't know if they've told you that they love you, but they definitely have a lot of love for you. Again, we still have the Star here, so they're wishing things were different and want things to be different. I think they're just a little fearful, too. I have no words for your kindness and generosity. So yeah, they just see you as this loving, caring person. They want you to know that they do realize that you tried to help them. And if they rejected that help, they're realizing that the error of that. So let's see what else we have. We have, I'm reminded of you constantly. This card came up last time. So again, pile 1 and pile 2 are very, very similar today. Our connection still affects me. And I'm not the same person you remember. So I feel like, yeah, this person has definitely changed. They just need a little more time. They're figuring things out. So that's up to you and how you want to handle that. But again, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And all the support for my channel. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll be doing another drawing or giveaway this month. And thank you guys again. Sorry I'm hurrying through this. I just got a notification that my phone's going to die, so I got to get this last pile done. But thank you guys so much. And I look forward to seeing you in future readings. Okay, pile 3. You guys pick this cool little clover there. Let's see what we have. What does your person want you to know? Desert passage, trust the divine plan, breakthrough, beyond illusion, laziness. So I feel like this person's definitely having an awakening of some sort. We have the 4 of fire, so that's a 4 of wands. It's a 11-11 card. We have the 4 of earth. We have the King of Cups. See, cute little guy. We have surrounded by prosperity. Check my time. We have bone collector. We have self-sabotage. Negativity. And awakening presence. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. My phone almost died, so I didn't want to rush through this reading. I film all my videos on an old phone I have, and it has the worst battery ever. So, and I'm my mom, so I didn't even know where a plug was. So, all right, back into this. All right, pile 3. Let me give me a moment, real quick, guys. Sorry. Okay, so what is going on with your person? What do they need you to know? All right, this person, there's definitely a strong connection here. We have the 4 of wands, the 11-11 card, so it could be a soulmate, twin flame type connection. So they definitely, that is within this pile. This person is having some sort of spiritual awakening or breakthrough, but I feel like they're also not wanting to see that. So they feel like there's some signs they have, you know, there's a divine plan going on, but they're being, like we have the laziness card. And this guy's just like, I'm just on this little trip, doing my own thing. It's like they almost don't want to see it, but I think they're going to be forced to see it. Like we have some beautiful cards. So this person may have been stuck in some negative patterns in the past, holding on to materialistic things and like clinging like to an ego type thing, but they're being pushed to trust more their emotions and realize the prosperity that surrounds them. Yeah, because we have like 3 or 4 cards about awakening, so I definitely feel like this person is having a big shift. All 3 piles are people, like, so, you know, I feel like a lot of people, especially in this time with everything going on, are starting to wake up and realize what this life is really about. So as for what they'd want you to know, they want you to know that if you guys are in separation, that they've, you know, they are realizing that they caused their own, like we have self-sabotage here. So they realize that they've caused this to happen. Whatever bad things, you know, whatever caused a separation in this, they're realizing their role in it. but they're also realizing your guys' connection. But we have the King of Cups, so they definitely still feel very loving, very caring towards you. They have a lot of like almost like overflowing emotions that I don't feel like they ever expressed with you, but they're definitely starting to really realize that. And it makes them feel like very surrounded by prosperity. Again, they're having an awakening. Like we have breakthrough, beyond illusion, divine plan, bone collector. I mean, look at this card. I don't even know, like, you know, this person, we have so much beautiful energy in this card, and it's all surrounding. Like, so they're just tapping into some truths. I think they've had some, you know, again, like, it's divinely guided stuff. I don't really feel like they're being fearful about this, because again, yeah, we have awakening presence. So it says the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So they're being, you know, guided in this, but they're also being guided to let go of their need for materialistic things. And so a lot of times that's really scary for people. So they're just having their lives being shook a little bit right now. And a lot of truths that they thought were truths are realizing that were an illusion. And they're realizing their part in that. And also maybe I feel like they were lazy about the effort that they put into your relationship. And they're now really seeing the error of those ways. Hold on, what else? I'm trying to get a message for what they want you to know. I feel like they know that they messed up. It was their fault. They want you to know they still harbor a lot of strong feelings for you. I think it almost doesn't, like it's really just almost giving them a tower moment. New love, this popped up last pile. So they have a newfound love for your guys' situation. Flirt. So I feel like if they do get back in communication with you, they might be a little more lighthearted about it, because they're still like figuring this out. Wedding. So they definitely see this as a very strong connection. You are someone they're recognizing, like they want you to know that they recognize that you are worth a commitment. More than just flirting. I mean, they do feel flirtatious about you and playful, but they also have strong feelings for you as well. Again, like this King of Cups, like this person wants to just tell you all this amazing stuff. They really want to invest in you. Instead of investing all this material, kind of where they got caught up in like the illusion of this, you know, 3D life, so to speak, like, and just materialistic things. They're realizing that's not important, and what's really important is love and the connections that they make with people, and that your connection is extremely, extremely strong, and they've self-sabotaged that, and they know that, and they want to feel, they feel really bad about that. I'm feeling drawn to pull some more cards. Hold on, I didn't do this really for the other piles, so let's see. Appreciation. They have a newfound appreciation for you. Like they see you as this beautiful person. They want to shower you with roses and appreciation. They really realize that they messed up, and that their laziness about like almost like you can take care of me and they don't have to put much into this relationship. They're realizing the error of their ways. Okay, we have third chakra, which is about healing relationships, inner childhood wounds. They might have, what held them back have been fears. And again, self-sabotaging is also like a lack of self-love for yourself. And that has a lot to do with your sacral chakra. Or, sorry, I'm messing up. Third is your solar plexus. So that's, okay. Everything I was saying is solar plexus. I just called it the wrong thing. I apologize. So if you guys are watching this, don't beat me up on the chakras. I do know them very well. So your solar plexus. So they realize that their lack of self-love for themselves has caused them to self-sabotage this. So they're having a newfound appreciation for this connection and for you. And they're realizing that it all stemmed from themselves and like the relationship they had with themselves. The temple path. So again, you know, I feel like this is divinely guided. They're realizing the truths about this. and they're being guided to just a better way of being. So let's see, what would your person want to say? These are the Twin Flame Journey message cards by Mystic Moon Oracles. She has a shop on Etsy that I got these from. She has some pretty cool cards on there. You don't have to be a twin flame. I know I've talked about that a couple times. This can just be, you know, a love connection, soulmate connection. But these are just good overall cards. So let's see. I feel damaged, just like I just can't do this. So again, it's that self-sabotage. So I think it's still coming back almost to bite them in the butt, so to speak. They know the truth of this, or they're realizing the truth of all this, but they just keep like kicking themselves, or, you know, getting in their own way. Sorry I couldn't do right by you. So I think they're feeling really guilty, and maybe that's what, you know, maybe that's why they left originally, or made things, they sabotaged this because they just felt like they couldn't do it, and they feel really bad about that because they see like this, they feel a strong connection with you. They see that you're worth a commitment, you're worth more than just flirting with. I feel like that's kind of that laziness energy where they only kind of just lightheartedly gave you the attention you deserved, but they realize that you're worth more than that. I wish I could take back things they said. So yeah, I feel like this person maybe just like was very nonchalant about their feelings for you, and so it gave you a different perception of how they perceived you, and they feel really bad about that. My heart is telling me just do it. So I think they're, you know, rethinking everything that went down, everything that happened. Let's also get some more of these White Rose Guidance Divine Love message cards. Love these, love her channel. I will have her linked below, as well as another favorite channel of mine. Let's see, what else would your person want to say? I worship your perfection. And that's about as clear as you can get. I'm taking my time, but we have all the time in the world. So they definitely see this as a very soulmate connection that doesn't have to be rushed, because you guys will always come back to each other. There's like a strong tie and connection that can't be broken by normal materialistic things. Yeah. I'm so sorry for not giving you the time and attention you deserved. So yeah, they definitely feel bad for the things they said, or that they didn't do right by you. We've had a couple cards about that. And they realize they self-damaged. Okay, so I can't handle any more heartbreak. This goes back to, you know, the solar plexus energy, self-sabotaging because they're fearful of pain, but they are electrified by you. So if you're wondering if this person does really care, they definitely see a strong connection with you. They're just dealing with some damage, but they recognize it. And I feel like they want to have a change of heart, and they want to have a new love. They want to rekindle, and their heart is, they're being called to make, they're being called to give you their emotional cup of love, so to speak. And to be confident in it, and to step into the king and be a king of their emotions. So Pile 3, I hope this helps. Thank you guys so much for all your support so far. I'm growing my channel, so every little comment and like and subscription has meant the world to me. It's been really fun to be on this journey, and I've made so many new friends along the way, and it's been really, really, really fabulous. So thank you guys all for your support. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I truly, truly appreciate you guys. I hope everyone's staying safe and everybody's doing well. Thank you so much, and have a good one.